God.
What's up, everyone? We're giving you a short cast this week with some emergency breaking news. Target has now called the ambulance because Target has stopped selling TCGs in their storefront due to customer concerns, people harassing other people, people harassing the employees, people starting brawls inside of Target over pieces of cardboard, people getting robbed out in the parking lot. I know someone just got mugged. It was all over Twitter, and he had to pull a gun just to protect himself over.
Yeah, you got jumped by 4 other guys.
Yeah, like 2 ETBs or something like that. I mean, it was ridiculous. Sports cards, I think it was. It was ridiculous.
Yo, people are wild.
Yeah, so we just came to break this news to everyone. I think Walmart will soon follow. Yeah, probably this week, if not next week, at the latest. And just came to got the gang together to get y'all's thoughts on the issue and the state of the TCG scene right now. Do you think Walmart is going to follow soon behind, or do you think they're still going to put it up in their storefronts?
I think Walmart's going to end up following along soon enough.
Same here. 100%.
Walmart's not as flexible as Target usually is on handling these issues. But I can totally see it happening pretty soon. A couple Walmarts have already started phasing out most of their card section, right? So I can see it happening. If they can make the money online and still hit the same profit numbers, you know, who's gonna say anything? They're still gonna make their money, and that's all that matters to them. So I could totally see them moving online, following Target.
Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna make it online. I mean, we brought up the point earlier. It's easier to beat a scalper to the shelves than it is to beat a bot to the checkout line. And
yeah, because if Walmart goes online, I don't stand a chance anymore. I've been able to I know when my Walmart usually stocks, and so I go around that time. If there's stuff on the shelf, cool, I'll grab some stuff. But I can't compete against a bot online. I'm not even going to try, you know, especially if it's not specified exactly when stuff is going to be stocked online. It's just too much of an uphill battle. So
yeah, we follow this guy on Twitter where it gives me a notification. He updates every time Target or Walmart will stock something online, usually Pokemon. And by the time I have opened up that tweet, clicked on the link, and gotten to where I could see what it is, it's gone. I mean, it'll last all of 15, 20 seconds, and then it's gone. And yeah, it's easier to beat a scalper to the shelves than it is a bot to the checkout online. And I think this won't be an issue for these big corporations, but with like the local game stores, I don't know. They're already struggling pushing out product to their shelves and getting product in. So I don't know how this will affect them, whether it is positively, negatively, or if not at all, if they just go about their same business. Because I don't think the average consumer knows about a local game shop.
Yeah, no, not at all. I think most people, you know, especially me as a kid, growing up till I was about 16 is when I found out when LGS was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not in the scene, it's really hard to know about that. And so if you're not being exposed to it at Target, at Walmart, at other kids at the playground, you know, you're just not going to grow up in the hobby, which I think is just going to hurt the hobbies in general. So
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and like you said, it sucks for the hobby because, like, you know, we're grown adults and this is one of our hobbies. It's our passion. I mean, we do a TCG cast, like, and then just having to deal with the childish behavior. Like, I could go to my 5-year-old sister-in-law and she'd probably act better than some of these customers do, and now it's just a burden on everyone, and they've kind of just ruined it all for everyone, especially like more of the niche ones that's hard to find, especially like Digimon. I know Isaiah, it's extremely hard to find any Digimon as it is, and now they've stopped selling it in storefront. And Bandai is having trouble pushing it out online as well and getting product to people who've ordered online. And so,
it's like tumbleweeds out here. It's so tough.
Yeah. I guess that brings me to my next point: is like, how do y'all think it'll impact the local game stores?
So I watch one of the LGSs on YouTube that does Pokemon stuff. He does all the card games, but he usually talks about Pokemon. And he said the biggest problem is going to be that there's not that constant cycle of people getting into the hobby when they're young or something, building up a collection, and then selling it to an LGS. So the LGS has singles to sell to their their main customers or online. And he said that's going to be the biggest problem. They might get a little more stock on the sealed stuff, but that was going to normalize anyways if the single market doesn't continue to have that cycle. That's what's going to crash, and that's going to hurt the LGS the most. So whether that's something that will actually happen or not, it's something that they're worried about, which I understand. That's a big component of most LGSs is singles, right? So even though they might get some more sealed stock in, I think in the long run it's more important to get those singles in.
Yeah, I think with them getting more sealed product, they're just gonna keep increasing the price. I know, unfortunately, my one of my LGSs here has so little sealed stock that he has to raise his prices just to turn a profit on it. And so hopefully that doesn't affect. I mean, eventually it might turn into the LGSs just scalping product. Because they can get very little online unless they've set up bot accounts, which just leads to another problem of more bots being online and people not getting the product, and more people falling off the hobby just because they can't get product. And it's
Exactly.
I think this is just going to be a downward spiral, and hopefully it course corrects itself sooner rather than later. I hope we don't go months and months before they start putting TCGs back into the storefront, but at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if that's their final decision, just to go, probably half a year before they put TCGs back into the storefront when everyone's already forgotten about them, or the scalpers or the rowdy people have forgotten about them and moved on to something else to act a fool about.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that, like sites like TCG Player are probably gonna get like a boost from that, just because like everybody like usually like just sell stuff on like sites like that. So I feel like there's gonna be like a lot more product available on there as opposed to stuff that we would get at like a LGS.
Yeah, I think one of the worst parts is distributors. How are they going to be impacted by this? I mean, I talked to one of the ladies that was stocking the Walmart the other day, and she said that her only job is to take the cards out of the truck, put them on the shelves, get back in the truck, sign a few papers, and then move on to the next store and then go home. And so, like, if they're not doing storefront sales anymore, then that's her whole job gone, which sucks. And I think that's going to be another issue that's going to be raised as well. And just for their sake, at least, hopefully they get somewhere else to work, or maybe the MJ Holding Company and whoever stocks the shelves, they find other jobs for them to do. But right now, it's ridiculous. The times we live in, as if COVID wasn't bad enough, now we have to deal with this, our main hobby, being impacted like this.
Another sad outcome from COVID-19. You hate to see it. You really do.
Hopefully we see all this turn around pretty soon.
I hope so too. Any more closing remarks, fellas?
All right. So imagine, you go to like Walmart, right? You find like a Shining Fates pack, and then you're just like, all right, I'm buying this. Heck yeah. Hopefully I pull was it a shiny Charizard or
Yeah.
yeah, whatever the big money card is. And then like you walk outside. This little kid walks up to you and is like, "Excuse me, sir, can I have that pack?" And you're just like, "Nah, bro, like I already paid for this. Plus, like I'm a collector, so like I can't help you, man. But like there's a couple more packs over there." And he's like, "Okay," has you at gunpoint. "Give me that pack now! Run it! Run it!" Like, bro, I don't know if I'd be scared or if I run. I'd probably do both.
I mean,
Probably scared.
If we heard a story
laughing.
about that, I really wouldn't be surprised at this point with everything that's going on. Mike, any closing remarks?
No, support LGS.
Yep, support
Big
your
facts.
LGSs, please. Especially in this
And don't
time
get
of need.
robbed by little Timmy.
Yeah, don't get robbed, little Timmy. I think that about does it for our emergency newscast. Thank you for joining in with us today. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Peace.
Fucking